Bon Appetit, Your Majesty. I had a bit of fun with this one. Hello there, namaste. So, Bon Appetit, Your Majesty is a Netflix limited series from Korea. It's basically a person gets sent back to the past and they have to find their way back to the present. It's a very common trope that's done over and over again. It's basically Mr. Queen, but I gotta say, I enjoyed it. It did take a while to get into it because it takes 3 episodes for it to actually start. Because in the first few scenes, it's literally you see the cook, the chef, who's captured by the emperor, the king, the ruler, and it's basically, oh, you're going to be my head chef. And then we get a flashback, and it takes 2 episodes, basically 3, to finally get to where the first episode started. So those first 3 episodes really feel like you're just like, okay, when are we going to get to it? When are we going to get to it? I know where it's going, just get to it already. But after that, it basically becomes absolutely entertaining. I did enjoy the fact that they're having cooking competitions in like feudal. What would the era be called? I don't know. I don't know much about Korean history. I just know that before it was Korea, it was Joseon because I've been watching a lot of these now, or whatever it's called. But the fact that they had cooking competitions, I don't know if they actually had cooking competitions back in the day, but the fact that they had it was enjoyable to watch. I even enjoyed like it felt uncomfortable because when you start watching something and you start getting used to the language and everything, and then another language gets popped into it, it feels uncomfortable because you're so used to listening to one, and then it just feels. I enjoyed that because it's just like being in the real world when you're used to hearing one thing and then something else gets introduced because when the envoy from China comes down they start speaking Mandarin and then it's like wait, I know they're not speaking the same language because it sounds completely different. And normally you just have to get your mind accustomed to it. And the entire time it's like I'm watching a Korean show. I do kind of wish that maybe they mixed it to where it starts with Mandarin with subtitles and then it switches to Korean, but with every time someone starts talking, with the translator talking. Maybe that would have been less harsh, but I did enjoy it. I thought that was okay. But I gotta say, I enjoy these like retelling history. Like they basically take a character from history who was a tyrant or a moron or just something cruel, and then they make them something that they weren't. And then time changes and everything. They're able to condition all that. I gotta say, I did find it kind of annoying with some parts. Sure, if you're taken out of your world, put into another one, most people would just outright go insane. But you start acting out, you start treating that world as your own. I'm surprised her head wasn't lopped off immediately. There are things where, especially as a woman, let's be honest, they would not survive if you took a woman from now to a woman back in the day. Their heads would be lopped off completely because witch, demon, all that stuff. But this show involves time travel, so you're already suspending disbelief and all that. And I gotta say, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the little back and forth, the fact that she knows things, and then he starts realizing things as it gets closer to the end. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, everything she was saying is true. She's just not, she isn't just crazy. And that was all well done. It is entertaining. It is enjoyable. They probably could have added more episodes. They probably could have had less episodes because honestly, they know what they were wanting to do and they went through and did it. And I gotta say, I was okay with that. I enjoyed that. The fact that you literally get this concise series. It's just 12 episodes long and then boom, you're done. The only issue I had was, oh, well, who cares how we ended up together at the very end? If you've seen it, you've seen it. There are so many cop outs they could have done. Falling in the well, using all kinds of chakras, charms, witch poultices. They could have done so many things. Like they could have literally hinted at so many things and been like, I did them all, and now I'm here. They could have done something like that, but no, it's just like true love finds a way. Like, what? What? I know it's a romance. A lot of people will look past that, but it's just like, um, it's cute and all, but now he's basically back to where he was. He's not gonna have to work a day in his life because she's gonna do all the working. She's gonna do everything. She always had to do everything. She was the real pants wearer in the family. Technically, yeah. But it is a fun limited series. It is worth the watch. It is really worth getting into. I kind of want to go back and watch Mr. Queen again. I think I preferred that a little more. I mean, you have a man in a woman's body, and she did an amazing job doing that role. And I gotta say, I just want to go back and rewatch that because here you literally have an obnoxious woman being an obnoxious woman, and then it's like, dude, it gets harder to be like, you're supposed to be smart, realize where you are, and then you still act the same way. And Mr. Queen, you're a dude in a woman's body, and you just can never completely adapt. Because let's be honest, he just didn't want to adapt. But yeah, I enjoyed the series. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Doodles.
You guys got a video? It's so bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait like that.